Right, today in the spotlight on Vision4Dreams TV we have Adorah Johnson.
Hello.
Right, Adorah, you're only 22 but you've been at this for a while. How did you get started?
Basically I started out when the grime scene was very obviously popular among a lot of young people. Everyone wanted to MC and then more and more people wanted to sing. I personally always wanted to sing, I've always loved it, but I didn't know that I had that talent.
Right.
So I started off as a writer from a very young age, from being in primary school. So basically I went down to the youth centre one day with a load of grime MCs and we just started from there.
Right.
Yeah, so we just started making songs, obviously for projects, collaborating with loads of other people that were at the base and just performing all along the northwest, different festivals and all kinds of events.
What kind of events were there? What festivals?
It was a lot of stuff like the youth parliament and things that were related to that. There was one thing called Our Time, which was a link up between Manchester and Birmingham.
Right.
So it was all different projects, to be honest. Obviously when funding was available, it was just everything was going on, so I was involved in whatever I could be.
So music has always been at the heart of everything you did,
yes,
and it's
yes.
even as a representative of the community. So how did you go from the youth projects and working with those guys to then deciding I'm going to try and make a career of this?
Basically, I had to take a break because reality sunk in and I needed money.
Right.
So I had to get a full-time job. And from there I realised I wasn't in the loop as much anymore. You know, when you've got your creative circle, you've got people there that you can bounce off ideas and different performances. So I chose to go back into education. I gave up the full-time wage, I gave up most things that I had that were a luxury at the time, and I went back to college. I started studying music, my HND, which I'm due to finish obviously this year. And just basically from there I just started meeting more musicians and putting myself out there. I started taking myself seriously. Right. That's the main thing. Once you start taking yourself seriously, you'll be seen as that. So that's basically it.
Right, so from all of that then, did you start then doing the club circuits and getting yourself out there, getting your face out there as well?
Yeah, a lot of open mic nights, obviously meeting more people like myself and reaching a greater audience that are into the same kind of things as me. A lot of cyphers, because I'm involved in the hip hop scene as well. Yeah. So nights like in the Loop in Manchester, places all over there, they do like different things where some of the best MCs or rappers come along, and normally I'm the only singer. Right. So I'm the only one singing to the DJ, so it's great. But just anything that I can get involved with, any shows, any collaborations, that's basically what I'm pushing at the moment. And obviously just writing constantly and getting in the studio. So
what's been the highlights of those events then? Which ones stand out for you that maybe the people you might work with or come across?
To be honest, everything, because I'm always working with that many different people. They're all a highlight in their own way. It's hard to kind of nominate one particular thing. Right. In terms of the actual music, it's all a blessing. Obviously, it's all great fun. We have a laugh. I'm a nutter in studio and behind stage, so it's just a great time. I couldn't honestly pinpoint one thing that's been the best. Obviously, you have like your top kind of 5 shows that stand out. But right. It's everything. So
you're sort of building momentum now, and you're working on the EP at the moment in the studio. Right. How's that going?
Really well. It's taken a lot longer than expected, just with obviously other lifetime commitments and with relying on people. You know, you can't expect everything to happen as planned sometimes. But yeah, it's going great. I'm excited about getting it out there. Just need to do a couple more things and hopefully we should be ready to go.
So what are your musical influences that we're going to get from this EP then?
In this EP, well, my earliest influences are mainly lyricists, so we're talking Eminem, obviously Tupac. I was always listening to rappers. I never started listening to singers until I got into high school. Really? So everything for me is about content. Yeah. So hopefully that will show. In terms of the sound side, I think there's obvious traces of my girl Erykah Badu, because I love her. A little bit of Jill Scott. Maybe them kind of sounds, but I don't want to give away too much. Yeah, yeah. So smooth sounds, but kind of different.
that neo soul you talk about.
Neo soul, mellow hip hop, bit of jazz in there. Right. Jazzy, a bit funky.
Okay. So you know we're going to get a lot of that, and we're going to hear a bit of it from you today as well. So one of the things that we're looking forward to is finding in different places, and you see you've done lots of different events. So what do you think, what's next for you then?
I recently got signed to BIU Music, Black Island Entertainment. And so I'm obviously trying to work with that as well as the EP at the moment. We're putting our first release together, which is going to be a house song.
Right.
So obviously kind of different to my underground work, but at the same time it's still all soulful and it's all feel-good music. So I'm looking forward to getting that out. We'll be doing the video, getting that released, and then working on the album from there.
Right.
So it's just a lot of work, but a lot of fun at the same time.
Well, we can tell it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But one of the things is that, because like you said, when you turn up a lot of places, and when you were there, you're the only female singer, and it's a tough place, a tough environment most times. So how have you motivated yourself to keep going and to keep plugging away at these events?
Basically, everyone gets knockbacks. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't had about 10 knockbacks in the past that have made me want to quit. The thing that's kept me going is the people that I work with, and obviously my love for music.
Yeah.
Anyone can think, I'm not doing it anymore, I'm going to go and do what everyone else is doing, you know, not following a dream, but I suppose it's just, you've got to keep faith in yourself. I have to keep faith, because if that goes, no one else is going to have faith in me. So it's just, every time I get a doubt, I just speak to one of my music friends, or I just decide, right, let's just go studio. Everything that we're feeling right now, let's put it out, let's make something. And then I realised, you know what, no, we have got something that's working here because people are listening, people enjoy what we're doing, and as long as we do, then that's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly. So for all the others there, what would you say is your ultimate inspirational message to them?
If you've got a dream, chase it. Obviously believe in yourself and just put the work in. Nothing's going to come for free overnight. You've got to do your research, you've got to find out what's going to work for you and how you're going to make it work. As well as being up in dreamland and, oh, it's all great, I love music, it's fun. You've got to see the realistic side as well. I hate to crush dreams and say be realistic, but you have to see that side of it to know how you can get yourself to where you want to be.
Right.
But don't let people be realistic enough to say that you're never going to get there.
Right. Okay, so what are you going to perform for us today then?
I'm going to perform a little sneak preview of the EP. It's going to be an a cappella of a song called Epiphany.
Right.
It's a word that I've made up. Basically it's about epiphany, a state of realisation, obviously understanding what is and why things have happened.
Okay, brilliant. So we're going to let you perform that for us. Thanks for talking to us today.
No problem, lovely to meet you.
You too.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Adorah Johnson and this is In the Spotlight for Vision4Dreams TV, and I'm going to be singing a cappella of my new song Epiphany from the EP. It's an epiphany, all the bad things that happened to me. So painful, but now I finally see. In order to grow, it had to just be. So I let it slide with my new outlook on life. I managed to swallow my pride and discontinue the cries. I understand what it all meant. So humble, a smile, forget the repent. The time left needs to be wisely spent, not wasted questioning the path I was sent. So I look to the sky and I finally understand why these tests were thrown at me. My realization has set me free. So if you see me staring to infinity, I'm probably thinking of divinity. I'm just epiphaning, my epiphany, are you listening? So if you see me staring to infinity, I'm probably thinking of divinity. I'm just epiphaning, my epiphany, are you listening?